Hey there, MiniWarGamers. Quirk here from MiniWarGaming.com to bring you X-Wing! That's right, guys. We are officially covering X-Wing, and today I have Josh with me. We're going to be playing 100 points of...
I've got Empire.
And I'm going to be playing Rebels. So let's go ahead and take a look at the squadrons. As always, MiniWarGamers, if you're interested in coming down and playing us, go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. As we do cover X-Wing now, we'll be most certainly looking for people to come in and play. For my Rebel forces, I have Wedge Antleys rocking out in an X-Wing here. Equipment-wise, I gave him R2-D2. I also have 10 Num in the B-Wing with advanced sensors. Over here, I also have Tycho Kelchu in an A-Wing. He's been equipped with assault missiles as well as expert handling to give him the ability to do a barrel roll. Yeah, that's my 100 points of Rebels. Let's go ahead and take a look at Imperial. Alright, and Josh, what did you bring?
Alright, so I've got Rear Admiral Cherno in the VT-49 Decimator. He's got an experimental interface, Rebel Captive, Yasan Isard, Moff Gerard, I don't know how to say that, and Expose.
Okay.
And flying with him is Suntir Fel.
Yep.
So Suntir Fel's got Push the Limit, Royal Guard Tie, and then he's got auto thrusters and a stealth device.
Nice. And how many points is this?
I am 97, I believe.
Alright, so you will have initiative. And here's the 3x3 board that we'll be playing on today. Again, if any of the ships do touch the green area, they will be considered fleeing and automatically destroyed. So Josh has initiative, so he's placing his pilot skill level 8 ship first. Trying to find a good area.
That should work.
Alright. And I will be placing my A-Wing and B-Wing, respectively. Josh just confirming the distance there. And I'm just going to stick Wedge here. And there we go. That's placement. Let's go to the planning phase. So starting off with the first reveal. Doing a bank to the 3. Alrighty. Already running. Look at that. And choosing an action.
We're going to focus.
Yep.
We're going to have the experimental interface kick off to use Expose, which will then stress him.
Alrighty. So that little maneuver you just pulled, what does that do?
Okay, so basically the way it works is that experimental interface, when I go to do an action, I can then stress my ship out to use one of the card actions for the upgrades I brought.
Okay, and what upgrade did you use?
So Expose is going to give me, let me read it out. Until the end of the round, increase your primary weapon value by 1 and decrease your agility value by 1.
Alright. Next up, I'm going to reveal my B-Wing, and it's going to go up 5. Moving right up to there. Next, my B-Wing is going to reveal, and it will be going 3 forward. And just dodging that asteroid. And action-wise, they're both going to focus. Suntir Fel.
It's banking 3.
Ooh.
We'll have him go to there.
Okay. And action.
Action. We are going to have him boost to there.
Okay.
We're going to push the limit. So we're going to have him do a barrel roll to there, which will stress him. And then when he gets stressed, he gets a focus token.
Cool. And lastly, revealing Wedge, who's going to be moving up 4. Right to there. And action-wise, I'm going to have Wedge focus. So that'll be it for the planning and moving phase, going on to the combat.
So we're going to have Suntir Fel start by taking a shot at Wedge. Range
3. Okay. Firing 3 shots. And 1 hit, 1 crit. I have 3 for defense because you're at that range. Ooh, this is not good. So I'm going to take 1 crit and lose a shield. Next, I'm going to have Wedge return the favor and shoot back. Attacking back with 3 here. And that'll be 2 hits. Rolling 5 for defense. Oh, yeah.
There's the 2.
That's all he needs. Next up, his big ship is going to shoot at my A-Wing. No. Rolling 4 dice thanks to Expose. And landing 2 there. Would you like to use your focus?
Sure.
Alright, burning the focus and making it 3 hits. I get 4 because of the distance. Ooh. And I'm going to burn my focus. And 3 evades, so I'm good. Next, my A-Wing is going to shoot back. So returning fire with 2 dice here. And landing 1 hit. And getting 1 evade because of the distance. And he evades it.
You're stressed because of the captive, though.
Yes. And because of the captive rebel, the A-Wing does get stressed. And that'll be the end of the first round, going back into the planning phase. So the plans have been determined, starting off. First flip.
We're going to have him go 3 straight ahead.
Okay. 3 straight ahead. Oh, land on that asteroid. That'd be great. Yeah, of course you don't.
Getting rid of that stress.
And action.
Let's say we're going to throw a target lock onto the B-Wing.
Okay, you can check it. Yep, you definitely have the range to do it. So target lock has been established, and he's going to do his exposed trick again. So he's going to get stressed. Next up, I'm going to have my A-Wing reveal. He's going forward 2, and he's going to relieve his stress. And just opting to focus. B-Wing going to reveal next, going forward 2. And I'm going to opt to have him do a barrel roll. Just right there. Giving him line of sight on the big guy. Flip here. Oh, this might not end well.
So we'll have him go to there. And I'm trying to figure out if I want him to barrel roll.
Alright, we'll see what he does. And opting to put on an evade and do a barrel roll.
We'll go to there. He'll get stressed, but he'll also get a focus.
Cool. And lastly, wedge, revealing just moving 1 forward. It is a green maneuver, so he'll be getting a shield back thanks to R2D2. And that'll put him right there. And getting 1 shield back. That'll be for maneuvers. Going on to shooting. There's nothing in that guy's line of sight, whose name I totally forgot. So wedge gets to shoot, and he's totally gonna shoot him. And it'll be 4 dice thanks to the range here. Totally forgot he is focusing. Okay, 4 dice here. And that'll be 3. And 3 dice here for agility.
So we will spend the focus and spend the evade token.
Alright, and that'll take care of all 3. Next up, right here, taking a shot at the B-Wing, throwing 4 dice at it.
And target lock. I'm going to re-roll this one.
Ooh. And rolling the 2 that I have for the evade here. And spending the 1 focus. Evading 2 of them. So I'll be taking 2 of my shields. Scratch that. I don't have that focus token up. So I'll be taking 3 damage. And there goes 3 shields. And the B-Wing attacking back now. Throwing 3 dice at this. And that'll be 1. Using the 1 evade from that. And no. So he'll be taking 1 to his shield. Dropping down to 3 shields. And that will stress me out. And that'll be the end of turn 2. Going back into the planning phase for turn 3. Alright, every plan's been set. Starting off here. Ooh. Banking to the 2.
No, God.
And breaking his model.
Pretty well.
And setting a target lock for its action.
And exposing to stress himself.
Yep. Next up, the B-Wing. Flying 2. And since it was a blue maneuver, the stress is gone. And for my action, just gonna focus. Next up, the B-Wing, or the A-Wing, sorry, is turning to the 2. And he's gonna set a target lock. Starting next over here, banking to the 2 again. He might, no, he's not gonna bump me. Look at that. Expert flying skills right there.
Ah.
Next, for the actions, he's going to perform a boost. And a barrel roll. And lastly, Wedge in the X-Wing is going to do a turn to the 3. And just going to focus. Bringing the combat, this guy right here is shooting at my B-Wing.
Spend the target lock to reroll. I reroll this one.
Okay.
It's blank. Shirno gets to flip that to a crit, though.
And looking at 1 dice here to try and dodge. Nope. So that will burn off both of my shields, and I will take a crit, which will be Console fire. At the start of each combat phase, roll 1 attack die. On a crit, or on a hit, sorry, suffer 1 damage. Action, flip this card face down. Next, the A-Wing is going to take a shot at this guy right here, who I keep forgetting. Using 2 dice, I'm going to burn my target lock and roll both of these. Hey, there we go, 1 hit. Target lock has been burned.
You're stressed.
2 defensive dice.
Nope.
Haha! Lose a shield, down to 2. And back to the planning phase. Starting here, banking to the 2. And throwing out a target lock on the B-Wing. Starting off with my A-Wing here, he's going to just fly straight for 2. And then using his action to boost. Next up, the B-Wing is doing an aileron turn. But before I do that, thanks to advanced sensors, I'm going to use my action and flip this card face down. And then just do this.
Woohoo!
And get all stressed about it. Starting up over here. Ooh, banking to the 2. Action is going to be to boost.
And then he's actually going to barrel roll.
And do a barrel roll. And lastly, the A-Wing is going to bank to the 3. And this will result in a bump. Right there. Starting off into the combat phase. Yeah, that's in range 1.
No, it's 2.
Is that 2?
But not by much.
Oh, by a hair. Alright, I'll take it. Rolling the 3. You do have a focus.
I know. Do we want to save it though? Nope. Take your 3 hits.
Alright, and I'm going to see if I can evade one of these. Yes, so it'll only be 2 hits. 1, 2, 3, matches my armor, and that will kill the B-Wing. Next up, my X-Wing is going to take a shot at this guy. So 3 shots, and that'll be 2 hits. 1, oh, becomes 1 hit, down to 1 shield. And back into the planning phase. The planning phase has been over. Flipping here. Doing a 3 turn. Will that land him on the asteroid? Probably not.
Probably. Oh yeah. What?
Yes. Ooh. Yes. Yes. See if he gets hurt. Oh, and it's a crit, but that means you just lose your shield. You got no more shields left. A-Wing going next, and it's going to turn to the 2. And I'm going to put a target lock on him. Next up, right here. Ooh, bank into the 2. Gonna boost for another 1. And lastly, doing a barrel roll here. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. And lastly, Wedge is turning to the 2. And he is also gonna target lock. Starting off, the Interceptor is going to shoot at the A-Wing. How many dice?
4.
4 dice. Let's see what happens here. All of them miss? Oh, no.
Turn that into a hit.
Alright. Can I evade all 3? Let's hope so. Yeah, I can. Look at that. Look at that. Next up, the X-Wing is going to shoot at the Destroyer?
Decimator.
Decimator. Ha, almost got it. Within the 1 range, so this is 4 attacks here. And I'm so glad I have a target lock on him. Just reroll all of those. Well, I got 1 hit. Next, the A-Wing is going to shoot at the Decimator?
Decimator.
Yeah, I got it right. And I'm burning my assault missile, so that'll be 4 shots. Alright, see if I get any hits here. 1 hit. And rolling 1 defensive dice for the asteroid. Nope.
Okay.
And because of the cluster missile, Wedge loses a shield. Back into the planning phase. Planning phase done. First flip. Oh, you would. Banking to the 1. Putting him right there. And dropping a target lock on the X-Wing. And getting stressed from doing an expose. Next up, the A-Wing is banking to the 2. Putting him right there. And A-Wing's gonna drop a target lock. Next up, the Interceptor, turning to the 2. Right there. Gonna do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. And for an action, he's going to evade, and stress will give him a focus. And lastly, the X-Wing is going forward 2. That will give me a shield back, thanks to R2-D2. This will take off his stress, and question now, will I bump? Survey says, oh, your ship's in the way for me to test this. The ships are in the way.
Take your ship off its base.
Fine. And it just barely does not bump. And the X-Wing is gonna target lock as well. And at the end of everything before the combat phase,
Right at the start of the combat phase, Yasan Asard kicks off. Because he's taking damage, no shield, he gets an evade token.
nice. Starting off, shooting at wedge at range 3.
And we'll focus that into a hit.
Okay, so that'll be 2 hits. Thanks to range 3, I have 3. And I will take 1 and lose a shield. Wedge is then gonna shoot the...
Decimator.
That's the one. 4 dice. Crit, hit. I don't have any focus or anything, but I'm going to use my target lock and reroll both of these to perform another hit. Burning the evade and taking 1 regular damage and 1 crit. Crit effect drawn was munitions failure. Since he doesn't have a secondary weapon, it really does nothing. And that will stress me out. And shooting at wedge now. Throwing 5 dice at this.
Target lock to reroll.
Yep.
And this turns into a crit because of sheer now.
Okay. I have 2 tokens here to try and evade. And no, so I'm dead. There goes my X-Wing. And lastly now the A-Wing taking a shot at this guy. 2 shots here. 1 hit. Burning the target lock to reroll this one. No, 1 crit.
Okay, so I get Blinded Pilot as my crit. I'm going to burn Moff Gergerod, flip him down to flip this down.
And back to the planning phase here. And starting the reveal. Turning to the 2. One right there. My reveal. Flying forward 5. Right there. Hey, body. And he's going to upset focus. And lastly reveal here. Banking to the 2. Nice bank. Follow it up with a barrel roll. And a boost. Starting off in the combat phase. The interceptor is going to shoot at my A-Wing. This might hurt.
Throw the evade.
Yep. Oh, this might hurt. 3 here. And I will dodge 2 of them. I don't have anything that can change that one, so I'm going to end up taking 1 hit and 1 crit, and that will burn off both my shields. Next up, the Decimator, shooting at the A-Wing, 4 dice.
And that turns to a crit.
Great. 3 dice to try and evade. And yeah, I have to do this, otherwise I'm dead. So using my focus and taking 1 hit. And lastly, the A-Wing, taking a shot at the Decimator. Throwing 4 dice out of here. 1 hit. Oh, why did I have to get rid of that focus?
And burn the evade.
And the evade will ignore it. And that will stress me out. And next planning phase, starting off here. Going forward 2. Right to there. And relieving the stress.
Target lock.
Yep.
And expose.
Okay. Next up, the A-Wings reveal. Turning to the 2. And getting rid of the stress there. And he's going to do a target. He's going to do an evade, actually. See how long I can survive here. And lastly, turning to the 2. Which will land him on top of the asteroid. Yay! Take some damage. See what happens. Nothing. So, since he can't do anything, Decimator's going to see if he can shoot the A-Wing off the table. 5 dice here. Oh.
Target lock.
Yeah. And that will just kill him outright, because I can't evade enough or anything to get rid of it. And that will kill my A-Wing. Well, there you have it. Good game, sir.
Okay.
Sweaty handshake there. The first of a hopefully long series of X-Wing content. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you did enjoy it, please leave a comment below. If there's certain formations or squads you'd like to see, please leave a comment below with suggestions. And also, Vault members, if you want to see another video, go ahead and click the link below. It'll give you access to a second game between Josh and myself. If you're not already a Vault member, go ahead and click that link anyway. It will give you access to a 7-day free trial where you get to see the continued game with Josh and I, as well as all the other content like behind the scenes, open vaults, extra painted tutorials, as well as all the other games we play here like 40k, Fantasy, Infinity, War Machine, and now X-Wing. Happy wargaming, guys.